Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. I'd just like to say, if you look at all the papers, here's one, for example, here's in the ABC, just talking about obviously a lot of very respected individuals talking about the a serious financial decline. RBS talking about sell everything except high quality bonds, warning of a new financial crisis. And yeah, certainly, definitely, it looks pretty ugly out there, and I think there's a lot of warnings. Um, at Equity Story, all we can do is follow the money and follow the charts. And the charts are going to tell us really what's going to happen in the future and where we should be invested. And maybe it's sort of the first time for a while that the doom and gloom that you're hearing in the news is sort of being reflected a little bit in the share price action. Well, we do need to hold above that 5,000 level, and by the end of the week, and hopefully we can look to sort of start trading up. But I think at the moment, if by the end of the week we can't hold that 5,000 level, then certainly I think it's a real word of warning, and we just got to be even more cautious than before. Often people say this, Dave, why in the last 6-7 months, you go and you make money, you get out really quick. Well, that's the reason. This has been the chart since May last year, and the general market hasn't been trending at all. And if we go in stocks and we make some money, we get out, and we get out fast. And I think when you look at that chart, really since it's been open in June last year, and the sort of returns we made at Equity Story, which is I'd say over 100% returns in all the completed trades. I think it's absolutely remarkable. If once Equity Story we start getting this type of movement in the market, where there's a really good, strong, decent trend up, I think the market will be amazed what we can do. What I would say is that there's many ways to skin a cat. We're looking always to make money, and if the market's going down, well, there's ways to make money too. So we got our infamous stocks, the BBUS, and basically you can buy that. It's an exchange traded fund, and it's very easy. You just buy it. People who don't understand shorting, it's a very easy way to bet against the market going down. So if you believe the Dow is going to go down a lot further, you can just buy the BBUS, and you've got the Bear, which is the Australian market, and you've got a more of a hedge-geared version of the Bear, the BBOZ, which has stronger moves. As our market's up today, so you can see those stocks are down, but certainly I think will be a very good way for us to play the market if we really see an increased negativity over the next week or so. The other way, of course, is I think the gold sector. I think if the market goes down a lot, those those unloved little gold stocks. We've got one which is Crusader, which is the code is CAS, and Crusaders. We're very close to management again. I think it's on its knees. An amazing story, and it's a story that I think potentially could be an absolutely huge winner for Equity Story in good times, and I think bad times, because I think you might see the gold price do quite well this year. We're obviously we've got some stocks we're trending at the moment, and today IRI was a little bit unnerving. It had an announcement came out which the market initially, and this is why it's important to really read things carefully. The market took it as a little bit negative, and some people rushed out and started selling. And actually, the company's been growing its revenue by 15 to 20%. It's not nearly as negative as the market saw it. And actually, the only reason their profit downgrade was just because of acquisitions and a few increased costs. I mean, it's quite a sort of normal occurrence in the market. So I think fundamentally the stock's fantastic. It is on a trend line. It does need to hold that 205 by the end of the week and to resume upwards. So I think the story is an amazing story, and I think the revenue is increasing year on year, and I think the second half of the year it will do very well. Fundamentally, this is a good stock. Technically, it could be slightly damaged, but we'll have a good look at it at the end of the week. Again, just having a look at LP. This is an amazing story. We put this on yesterday. This is a sort of company, especially in I think times that we've got, which are pretty sort of volatile, scary. This company is basically it's an electricity provider. It's got recurring earnings contracts from 8 to 10 years. It's first mover in its field in Australia, where it's coming up with fantastic sort of packages for strata developments. Again, in difficult times, it's offering them a cheap alternative. So good times, bad times, I think this company will only gain more and more traction and gain more and more clients. I think sometimes we look all the time. We're looking for sort of 3-year growth stories, 10-bagger stocks that are going to obviously do some great things. I think this is an absolutely fantastic story. I think it's right at the beginning of its lifeline. It's a very, very strong business model, and I think, to be honest, this possibly could be one of these stocks that if it doubles over the next 3 or 4 or 5 months, I don't think we'll even sell half. I think it's a really, really exciting story. As some of the other trends, I mean, Elders is if you look at them, it's fine. The long-term trend is good. Hub, if you even on a short-term trend, it's holding. And the long-term trend, it's been a bit ugly. The price action has been ugly, but I mean, you look on the long-term chart, it looks fine. I think if the market does pull back strongly, Hub is potentially one of those stocks that will pull back, and we'll decide what we're going to do with Equity Story. I mean, we buy stocks. We do trending. We buy stocks with really strong fundamentals. I think if you've got a sort of very short-term time frame, you just want to be careful what you're buying at the moment. But if you've got a medium-term time frame, these good companies like ISD, Incentive Group, again, have a fantastic long-term trend and are really good, strong stories. So there's no reason why you'd be jumping out of them unless you made some money. Again, Pro Medicus, again, it has these sort of, the way the stock moves, it has these big falls, and it has this. It's a hard one to buy on a short-term trend. But this, why wouldn't you buy it? It's a fantastic story. It's growing earnings, and it's a great sort of business model. Just saying, I think, please out there, try not to sort of listen too much to what you read in the papers. At the end of the day, I think if you just keep following the money and follow the charts, it'll give us a lot better idea of how to play this market. Anyway, this is Dave, and it's great talking to you, and I look forward to assessing the market with you tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Good night.